Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today I would like to talk about polygamy. This is a topic that is not widely discussed. However, many people whisper about it and are not sure whether it's acceptable or not. And when people are not sure whether it's right or wrong, they keep quiet and feel like even thinking about it is wrong. The saying that men are polygamous by nature is most time wrongly interpreted to mean that the male species of the human race is polygamous by nature. The truth is that the saying refers to the human race, both male and female, because this whole race is referred to as man. Because of this thinking, men have always received more grace when they display their polygamous nature more than women. The truth of the matter is that both male and female species of the human race are polygamous by nature. This has been so from the history of the human race, and neither male or female is more polygamous than the other. The society has always conditioned the woman to be the one to suppress their sexual urge in the society. Some communities have gone too far in trying to suppress these urges to the extent of physically modifying the body of the woman by imposing extreme forms of female circumcision to reduce their libido. In this aspect, the woman therefore has learned to be more in control of their libido than men. The Bible does not expressly say whether polygamy is wrong or right. The only place that a recommendation to have one wife is made is in 1 Timothy chapter 3 verse 2, where it states, "A bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, temperate, sober-minded, of good behavior, hospitable, able to teach." When God created man, he was given power to have dominion over all plants and animals and to subdue them. This included power to subdue themselves. For man to be with only one partner for the rest of their lives, it requires a high level of discipline to be able to subdue the nature of human beings to be polygamous. In that, they can see another attractive person and be able to control that attraction, to keep their word to their partner, to be faithful to them. This comes by practice. The difficulty here is that men do not practice this aspect of them when they are single. That means that when they get into a union with another person, it becomes difficult to commit to only one person and feel tempted to stray once in a while. Because men were never held accountable to polygamous behavior when single, and everyone keeps saying boys will be boys, while girls will be shamed for the same behavior, it becomes extremely difficult to all of a sudden become faithful when they have all their lives done as they wished. This is where Proverbs 22:6 comes in. "Train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it." Because the society has not brought up the boy the way he should go, they decide to give up and say that men are polygamous by nature to avoid acknowledging the failure of society. This is because a human being by his nature has so many undesirable elements that need to be pruned in order for him to become responsible in the society. If everyone is left to their natural state, there will be anarchy and everyone will do as they want, since what is important is to gratify whatever the body wants. The deacon here is required to have one wife. This will show that they have been able to prune a part of their natural human desires to be able to be looked up to as leader, and therefore recommended to that position because they are able to lead others to such disciplined life. Women have constantly been encouraged to accept men's polygamous nature, while they are forced to repress their polygamous attraction on their part. This has brought about a push from women demanding monogamy from men, if they are also expected to be monogamous. And in recent times, women have lost the fear of what the society will say or do, and are also starting to show their polygamous nature openly. The society has tried to defend the polygamy of men by saying that there are more women than men on the planet. This is actually not true, as the 2021 statistics show that there are 102 men to every 100 women, and 50.42% men compared to 49.58% women in the world. This means that there are actually more men than women in the world, and this means that this is actually not a reason to have more than one wife at a time. If you take a look at history and the societies that practiced polygamy, whether in Africa, Asia, Europe, or the Middle East, it was the first wife who brought about the need for another wife. This is because the wife looked at the needs of her family and noted where she needed help. The wife would then look for a suitable person. This would either be a relative or a friend who will be able to live with her peacefully in the same home. The woman will then approach her husband and explain to him the reason she needs an assistant and the person she has found to be her assistant. The husband will then confirm if the wife was able to live with the other woman peacefully, and when satisfied, will proceed with the marriage. The woman coming in will be aware of what is expected of her, and as a wife in the home will have the same interest of the family as the other family members. This ensured a peaceful coexistence among the wives. But when men decided that it was their right to have more than one wife and decided to do the choosing of the additional wives themselves, the criteria they used to select these wives did not guarantee peace in their home. It was all just for pleasure, and women started resenting polygamy because it no longer guaranteed peace, but strife in the home. When society decides to hold people accountable for their actions instead of looking for excuses, then what is desirable will be easy to achieve. Those who choose to be polygamous should just say that it is their choice and not that they cannot help themselves. It is important to note that those in these relationships are men and women who have made conscious decisions to be in these relationships. It is important that they live in those relationships with the acceptance that it was their choice and decision, and not insist that because they are polygamous, then every other person should do the same and acknowledge their natural desires. Natural desires can be tamed, just the way the society had succeeded in taming the women's natural polygamous nature until it is completely expected that a woman must be monogamous. This is not because women are monogamous by nature, but it is because the society has shaped the women to believe that they are monogamous by nature. Men too can start taking accountability of their actions and decide whether to be monogamous or let their natural lusts control their actions. The society can help in this if the society so desires. Instead of having debates of whether polygamy is good or bad, the debates should be, does the society want polygamy or not? Is it good for the well-being of the society or not? This can be answered by different societies differently, because society is not static. When decisions are based on what is beneficial for the society, decisions made bring a more peaceful coexistence, and all members of the particular society work hard to achieve the desired result. I hope that today's topic has given you something to think about for you to make a more peaceful coexistence and decisions that will cause you to have peace in your life and relationships. See you next time.